job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
Six figures or better should be the common motive, but y'all just trying to see change like Obama voters. Money ain't my only love, but it's the main goal, and I'ma get it deal or no deal like the game show. Will I succeed? That's rhetorical, cause my face looking like a dead president memorial. Ask around, they'll tell you how my grind be. Money longer than the lines at the DMV. But don't confuse this with bragging, this is motivation. The grind like you on a handrail rollerblade. Cause a lot of y'all turning into weed heads, and your pockets bolder than the back of a she head. Yeah, I know that line went over your head, but you know you can count on me to say what's supposed to be said. And I'm always thinking how to earn more. That's why I got money schemes bigger than Howard Stern knows. I'ma go get rich today and leave my daughter's mouth closed like stores on Christmas Day. Cause it's a lot of people hoping I fail. So I'm pissed like when I heard Zimmerman posted his bill. But it's cool, watch me prove I'm wrong. My grind remind me of the smell of porta potties, and that's usually strong. So I'm eating good in the neighborhood, no Dennis. Fuck your opinion, cause it ain't worth 4 pennies. You can't tell me how to do what you ain't never done, so don't talk business to me if you ain't running one. You say you kicking, but not eating. You like a kid with a plate full of spinach, not eating. Why fake hustle, you can actually do it. Why rhyme about G5s if you ain't actually fluid? The bottom line is get bread, man, and watch that bank account rise like LeBron headband. Now can I live? Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the show. Can I live? You don't get this these days. You don't really get this too often, you know. Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. We're gonna talk about automating these cleaning businesses today, y'all. I am AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT, and we also have the Automations GOAT here. I'm just waiting to see if he's ready for me to bring him up or not, so I can see him in the background getting ready. But anyway, welcome in, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody, locked in, enjoying getting a good start off to the week. I have. I've been in the gym. Consistently for this week, starting off right. You ready now? We're gonna bring you up. You ready, bro? What's going on with you? Can you hear me, Andrew? You can't hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I was muted too.
Okay, bet. Am I muted?
I still can't hear you. Hold on. Wait a minute. That could be me.
Okay, bet. Y'all can't hear me. I just seen the comments. All right, bet. It might be on your end, Andrew. All right, bet. So I don't know, but I will say this. Let's see.
I can't hear anything.
I'm gonna remove you and then jump back in. There you go. All right, bam. What's up, y'all? My bad for the technical difficulties here, but anyway, welcome in. Today we talking about clean biz automation, and we also gonna do some Q&A. So you already know. Number one, drop where you from, your location, so we can shout you out and see where everybody checking in from. Know who we talking to here. Also, drop your questions because we here literally to answer questions. That's typically how we do this every Tuesday. We usually do it every Tuesday at 6 p.m. I told Andrew, ain't gonna lie, that was cool and all. I know that that's what the YouTubers do, but quite frankly, I work during the day. And so when my kids come home at 3:30, I want to be done. I don't want to do no work. And quite frankly, y'all, even though this is kind of fun, this is work. And I don't want to do no work. So I decided we're going to move this up in the afternoon time when I'm still doing working hours. All right. So that's what we got going on. I see a couple people checked in. I seen a compliment on my song. I got to shout that out. Shout out to Jay Flowers, said, damn, that song fire. What the hell? Right. Appreciate that. I'm telling you, I got bars, y'all. At any moment, I might come out of retirement. I've been promising that for 10 years now, since I got on YouTube. And I ain't done it yet, but I am. One day I'm going to get back into the booth and drop some new stuff for y'all. Matter of fact, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a project together so I can drop it at the next CBN conference, which is July, because everybody always asks. It's July 2025 here in Jacksonville, Florida, y'all. So the July 23rd through the 25th right here in Jacksonville, Florida. If you know, you know. We had 2 out of the last 3 that we had. 2 of them was here. It was at the Aloft Hotel, so you already know it's gonna be at that spot again. Beautiful hotel, great locations. It's around the town center. A lot of clubs, a lot of bars, a lot of everything. All right, so everything you could want, it is here. All right, can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Welcome back. All right, so what we're gonna do a couple shout outs, y'all, and then we're gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves, and then we're gonna get into this lesson, y'all. Again, drop your questions so y'all can get us a head start and let us know what we're gonna be talking about today. Even though our topic too is basically what you do after you automate your business, because a lot of people, we put these systems in place and then you kind of get lost and like, well, damn, what do I do with my time now? You know what I mean? So I got an answer for you. But before we get into that, I want to shout out my guy Mahar Rachar, my bad, Mahar Rachar. Check him out. He got a YouTube channel as well, so make sure y'all check out his channel also. He checking in. What else? Who else we got in here? Jay Flowers, I already shouted you out for shouting out my song, but appreciate you anyway. Thank you for coming in Wisconsin. All right. We got Biz 9821, Hamilton near Toronto, Canada. Shouts out to y'all. Appreciate that. Shout out to Hamilton out there in Canada. All right. Matter of fact, who was? Somebody called me out in the group yesterday. I think it was I think it was Tri-Cities Cleaners or something like that. But they say, don't forget you got CBN members up in Canada now. So shout out to Canada. I know y'all rocking with us heavy now, so I appreciate y'all. All right. What else we got going on? He said, definitely bring back the live stream. We here every Tuesday, 2 p.m. We moved from 6 p.m., but every Tuesday, 2 p.m. we here, y'all. All right. Who else we got? We got Bonnie checking in. Bonnie Machiavelli out in Long Beach, California. Currently in Amarillo, Texas. Shout out to you. All right. Who else we got? All around checking in. Appreciate you checking in, Miss Serena out there in Texas. All right. Who else we got? Alaska, Miss Jara Latrice checking in from Alaska. So she's with who is that? Kiana. Kiana is from Alaska as well. She in Carolina over there with Andrew now, but she's originally from Alaska, and I thought that was impressive because excuse my ignorance, but I didn't know it was Black people in Alaska. I had no idea. So shout out to y'all. All right. Who else we got? Mahar says Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bet. So he checking in from Tulsa because I can't remember.
California. Mahar from Tulsa.
Appreciate and then we got
logging on with us. Miss Karen did.
Can you hear me?
All right, AJ's back. Now we can.
Did I ever leave? Okay, damn, my bad. Okay, yeah, but I thought you left. Okay. All right. Karen says, hey family, shout out Miss Karen, checking in from somewhere up north, but I forget where it is, but she's somewhere up north. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna check Instagram real quick. Instagram users don't talk to me too much because I'm too busy looking at YouTube anyway. All right, cool. Nobody tapped me on Instagram. So here we go. First off, for those who don't know, I am AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and I am the Clean Business GOAT. All right. What made me the cleaning business go? Well, one, because Tenacity Academy said so. Right? Shout out to Tenacity Academy.
That's
They
right.
said it. Then Mila said it. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna say it. And everybody decided to follow after. And it's mainly because I help thousands, tens of thousands of people all over the country, all over the world, actually. Because we, like you see, we got Canada. We got some people all the way in Africa as well, out here, some of the countries out there. So we help people all over the world start and grow and scale cleaning companies, especially commercial cleaning companies. All right. So that's what we do, and that's how I became that guy. All right. Here's my partner right here. He partnered with me on this cleaning business automation program that we're about to talk about. So if you don't mind, bro, please introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? I'm Andrew here in Columbia, South Carolina. Been in CBN for going on 4 years, almost 4 years now. And I've just fell in love with the automations course. Well, first of all, I fell in love with the starter course. If you haven't gotten a starter course, you got to go there first. You definitely have to go there first. And it's the foundation for everything else that he has going on now. And it's the foundation to getting your business moving in the direction. And then when you kind of get a nice little flow, you get that automations course is absolutely amazing. It's taking my business to amazing numbers that I didn't even anticipate. I wasn't expecting, and I wasn't even trying for. So, and then it gave me the ability to be here and talk to you guys in the middle of the daggone day. So go ahead for the automations course.
Absolutely, y'all. So before we get into it, I'm just gonna go and tell you now, we here to get y'all a free game. Again, drop those questions. Any question related to the cleaning industry or business in general you want to drop, we here to help you. We here to answer. But as we get into that and as we wait for those questions to start to come in, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would like you to go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have a coaching program. It's gonna come with a course. It's gonna come with monthly coaching calls from us both. It's going to come with automation systems built for your cleaning business, built automatically into it, and we'll plug it into your account in Clean Biz Network CRM software. All right. And so what it's going to do is going to allow you to have certain automations in place that will allow you to skip a lot of the little detail stuff that you typically would have to do. And quite frankly, because I know a lot of my people that watch me, y'all kind of smaller than, y'all on the smaller side as far as business goes. So this also will help your company to stand out and look a little bigger than what it really is, right? To help you attract more customers, especially those big ones, because I know a lot of y'all want those big contracts, all right? So if you are interested, and you should be, make sure you go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation and get that program, all right? But today we're going to talk about exactly what we're doing right now, which is what do you do when you got everything automated? Like, what do you do with your time when you done set up these automation systems? You done put the systems in place. You ain't got to be out there cleaning no more. You ain't necessarily got to be, all these different things. You ain't getting your time taken up with the physical labor of the cleaning company. And so what do you do with your time? So I want to ask Andrew this. I'm trying to buy a little time and make sure he gets set up all right.
All right, I'm back.
And I want to ask you this, bro, because it's a Tuesday right now. It's 2:00 in the middle of the day. And I'm just wondering, if you wasn't on here, like, what would you be doing with your time now that you got these automation systems set up?
Well, honestly, if you ask my fiance, I'll be in my office working on something else, right?
That's it.
I'm always building. I'm always learning. I'm always trying to, bring in more income for the family and for the business. So I'd be doing something because I can't sit around. If not, I would be out here in my yard like I am right now because I don't know what my connection was doing. It wasn't you that went away. Apparently it was me. So my connection was acting weird. So I was like, okay, let me just come outside. It's a nice day. I just got back from kind of starting off a new team in one of my accounts that I have. So I was putting in a new subcontracting team. So I had the ability to just go and do that, come back home. Right now I'm chilling outside, talking to you, the GOAT, and talking to everybody else, letting them know, hey, it can be done. You can spend time with the family. You're able to go to those events that you weren't always able to get to for the kids and all that other stuff at the drop of a hat, and that's not to say that, this is like this all the time. Sometimes I have to go in and help out, just because I haven't gotten certain things put in place, but I have the time and the availability to be able to work on those things, to be able to build it to the point that I don't have to go in and work. I don't work. I have 5 jobs going on today. No, what's today? Tuesday? 6 jobs going on today, and I don't do them. You know, and on Monday, I have 9 jobs on Monday. I have jobs all through the week that I really don't do. So the automation course helped me learn how to do that.
There you go, y'all. And imagine this. You probably think, like a lot of people probably think, okay, well, in order for me to make this amount of money in this cleaning industry, I must be a busy person. I'm gonna have to work all these hours. But Andrew is the proof right there. Like if you got 9 contracts that got to be cleaned this one day, how are you gonna do it? How are you yourself gonna do it? Well, the answer truthfully is you ain't gonna do it, right? You're gonna hire people to do it, and you're gonna put systems in place to make sure that it gets done efficiently and correctly. Right. And then obviously you got to put an inspection system in place and all of that. Right. But the bottom line is you don't have to do it. And I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell you how I spent my time once I figured out how to systemize and automate my cleaning company. I started shopping at Ross during the daytime. I started going to Big Lots. You know what I mean? I'm out there with the retired people. Like, put a 1 in the chat. If you shop at Ross or AJ Wright or what's the other Big Lots. Know what I mean? Like, that's the type of stuff I like to do. Like, and I don't like to shop for real. I hate shopping, actually, especially like clothes and stuff. But shit for around the house, I like a Big Lots. Now I like a little Big Lots trip here and there. You know what I mean? So put a 1 in the chat if y'all like them non-fancy stuff. Oh, hey, I can do Target. We can hit Target. You know what I mean? But it's so peaceful to get out there in them retail stores and just we walk in there in the daytime. Everything quiet, ain't nobody rushing. Everybody walking in slow motion. The music playing all nicely. And you out there with the retired people and you like, damn, this shit, it was worth it. You know what I mean? It was worth it. All of that grinding, hustling, bustling, all of that researching, the taking the jump, to quit that job, taking that leap of faith, facing your fears, it was all worth it. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie. That's definitely how I spent my time when I first figured this out, right? Now, as time went on, then we went to, doing what Andrew was talking about. I definitely work on other stuff now. So it's like, even though I got systems in place, people probably be like, dang, well, why are you always busy if you got all these systems? Because I'm working on something else. You know what I mean? And not to mention, my life is a system within itself. Like everything, like once I figured out how to use systems on the business side, I actually might have learned it on the personal side first, but either or, I started putting systems in on the personal side. So it was like the same way I got a calendar for all of my business side and everything like that. We got a calendar for all the personal stuff. So I might be grocery shopping. I don't want to be bothered. I might be chilling. This might be my time for me and my wife to go sit down and watch Lost. You know what I mean? Like, I might be at basketball practice with my son. I'm busy. Like, your schedule can still be busy even though you're not working. And that's something that we also have to learn, is how to respect our time so that others will respect our time. And the easiest way to do that is put a system in place and definitely use a calendar so you can block out those times. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like I talked too long. You got something to piggyback? That spark anything on that?
No, you good. So another place I'll shop at. You said Ross. I like Marshalls. Mm-hmm. Marshalls is good, and I'll find myself in Dillard's a lot.
There you go.
but one thing I started thinking about when you were talking about the retired people, I used to get so upset when I'm like, why are they driving so slow? What the hell? Move! Right. And then I started thinking they probably got their business automated. They ain't got nowhere to be quick.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I'm gonna start driving slow.
Right. Slow down. Where we rushing to? What we rushing for? Like, we'll get there. You know what I mean? It definitely will ease you a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and I was talking to my wife about this. When was this? Maybe I think it was Sunday. It might have been Monday, one of them days. But anyway, yesterday or the day before. But we were just sitting there, and I told her we got to stop feeling guilty for doing nothing. Like, that's what this time was planned for. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's what we created this whole system and all of these automation systems for, so we can have time to do nothing. And that's busy. Doing nothing is, you know what I mean? That's doing something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm chilling. And so I made myself, now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't make it through the whole weekend. Sunday evening, I did start doing a little tiny bit of work.
I can't. I can't. It's not possible. I can't. I try. Right. I cannot do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And you know what it is too, because I seen somebody post this on what's it called, on Threads, and she said, I don't know who she was, but she said, and I reposted it too. She said, being an entrepreneur is like having never-ending homework. I thought that was so good because it's like,
That's
when
good.
you do homework, and I always failed school because of homework. It won't never
Mhm.
because I ain't know what I was doing, but that was just because I never did homework. And shout out to the military for making me more responsible. But anyway, so, but I never did homework because guess what? In the moment, there's no repercussion. There's no repercussion. And then depending on what type of teacher you have, it might not even be a repercussion the next day. They just gonna let it add up, and the next thing you know, the report cards come, and your homework grade is an F, and it reflected on your whole overall grade. And now you done failed the damn class because you didn't do the stuff you supposed to do when nobody was looking. You know what I mean? And so that's why too, even though we got systems in place, even though we don't have to, physically trade our time for money, we still feel guilty for chilling because there's always something that got to get done. And that's what I mean by the never ending homework. But what you got to do is just put a system in place, right? And your mind, okay, bam. Monday we're gonna do this amount. Tuesday we're gonna do this amount. This time we're gonna do this amount. This time we're gonna do this amount, and then we chilling. You know what I mean? So that's just some free game that came to my mind as we were talking, bro. I'm rambling, bro. I'm waiting for these questions to come in. They ain't got no questions today.
Yeah, but I got something for you. To piggyback off of that, man. I was in church and a pastor preached a sermon, and it's a phrase that he said that kind of sticks with me to this day. And he said, no deposits, no withdrawals. Right. So if you go to the bank, you go to the ATM and you put your card in, right? And you get that slip back that says NSF. What is that? Insufficient funds, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Look, we know about it.
So we know that. So we
right.
Right? God, man, I ain't got enough in there.
Right.
Why is it insufficient? Because you didn't put anything into it. It's the same thing with your business. You can't reap the benefits of taking out the withdrawals of being able to just chill at home or work on other things to build your family, to build your business, to build yourself, because you didn't make those deposits. You didn't put in that time. You didn't put in that effort. You didn't put in that grind.
Yeah.
That's what it's all glamorous and stuff when you see people on TikTok and Instagram showing this, that, and the third, they're, in Bali and Abu Dhabi and all those other places. Yeah. But how did they get there? Yep. All you see is the end results. All you see is the withdrawals coming out. Yep. You don't see the time, the sweat, the tears, the not being with your family, in certain times. You don't see all of that. So you have to put in that time. You have to put in that effort. You have to put in those deposits to be able to enjoy those withdrawals. And the one thing that helped me do that is automating everything. I'm not there. I'm not at everything yet. I'm not lying. I'm not capping. Like young folks say, I can still say stuff like that. I'm not doing any of that. But it's a process, and I'm on my way to that. So this is why I wanted to get into this, is because I wanted to help other people do what I'm trying to do also. I'm not all the way there, but that doesn't mean I can't reach and pull somebody and help somebody do what I'm learning how to do, which is why we're putting out these automations and workflows and, all this stuff to kind of help you get to where I'm going, where he's at and still going, so no deposits, no withdrawals.
And that's I'm glad you said that's a perfect segue, and still going. Because that's the key. And I talked about that, yesterday, I think I made a video and I talked about that, how it don't stop. Matter of fact, I talked about it while I was live this morning. As a matter of fact, I woke up and worked out. But as a matter of fact, I guess I'll point that out, quick flex, right? So, because I woke up at 3:45 is just for no reason. I woke up. And then I try to get up around about 4:55 each morning. Me and my son go to the gym and work out before he go to school, which was his idea. All right. So I'm not forcing them, y'all. I'm not trying to live my dream through my son or nothing like that. All right. Yeah. But I've been letting the NBA go. But anyway, when I woke up this morning, I went to the gym. He didn't want to go this morning, so I went by myself. Went to the gym, got my workout in. I dropped a live video for y'all, so make sure y'all subscribe and got notification bell on in case you missed that. And then when I came home, guess what I did? I went back to sleep. So I really didn't start my day again until about 10 something. And so now but again, you don't have the ability to do that type of stuff if you don't put those systems in place. So guess what? My team was up. They in Slack messaging each other. They in there handling customer issues and complaints and questions and all that. My team at work. You know what I mean? That's a system. And so that's how you got to get it. And excuse me for a second. All right. I thought I was about to burp. It didn't come. But anyway. All right. But that's how you got to get it. And so I'll tell you the other thing. So we talked a little bit about the glitz of it, right? When you got those systems in place. And we also talked about how we work for fun. But I'm gonna tell you what you also need to be doing. And somebody said it on Instagram. I'll see if I can find it. Somebody said, what you do with that time is you get more work. Who was that said that? Where are we? Somebody said, but anyway, shout out to whoever that was that said. I can't find your comment now. But anyway, but that's a fact though. And there it is right there. Who was that? Rattle Trap Barbecue. Shout out to you. All right, out there on Instagram. They said get more work. And the reason why I agree with that is because that's really what you need to be doing. So 2 things when it comes to get more work. The first thing is make sure, and the sooner you do this, the better, because I'm doing it the opposite and I'm paying for it dearly. Those SOPs, y'all, those standard operating procedures, try to update those as you go. Andrew is good about it. Like I love the way he got his stuff planned out, processed about this. For example, you got to get the A2P certification order, send text messages with your CRM. He got it lined up. He put it in a nice Google Doc. And anybody from at any point when he hires somebody, he can point them in that direction. They can follow that step by step. Stuff like that, you need to have systems in place, that's training systems in place. So that way, when you're not around, the business can still run. All right. So that's the first thing. Then the next thing is you should be scaling. So everything that you're doing right now, like everything that you got right now. So let's just say you got all your systems in place. You're doing about, let's just say 400 grand a year. All right. In revenue. Guess what? We ain't done. We're not done. 400 ain't going to cut it. I hope y'all don't think y'all made it if you get there, right? Because it ain't going to be enough. Everything costs more every day. And I ain't lived long enough at first to realize the importance of inflation. I have now. I got a little age on me now. And I'm telling you, that shit is real. Stuff costs, it just don't stop. And then not to mention, guess what else happens when you start to increase your revenue and your income? You start to increase your lifestyle. You start all of a sudden, the off-brand cereal ain't good enough. You need the name brand stuff. All of a sudden, you can't wear the Degree deodorant. Now you got to have the Dove deodorant, right? All of a sudden, you used to shop at Walmart just fine. Now you got to go to fucking Sprouts and Publix and shit because you want to eat healthier. And guess what? Healthier stuff comes in smaller quantities and they cost double the price usually, right? So it's like as you keep leveling up and going up and up and up, guess what happens? Your lifestyle is going to increase. And it's just inevitable. It is what it is. It comes with it, right? And so what you should also be doing is you get these automation systems in place. Don't sit back and chill. Level up, scale up. And I ain't gonna lie, I did that for a good little while because I really grind. I worked so hard in my early years and I grinded super duper hard. And I started figuring out systems, started getting stuff in place. And I ain't gonna lie, I coasted all the way through probably I want to say maybe 21 through 22, 23. Somewhere around there, I really was just coasting because a lot of my old work had already caught up and kind of paid off. We taking trips that we never took before. We finally left the country. A lot of the stuff that I was sacrificing in the beginning, and we will watch our friends and relatives and people on social media take all these trips and buy all these different things, and we just looking like, dang, well, I won't looking like nothing. I knew what I was going to do. My wife would be looking like, dang, they get to do this stuff, and they going here and they going there, and I would just have to kind of remind her, like, listen, yeah, they're going here and they're going there now, but they're not going where we're going. So you got to stay locked in. What they're trying to do for their life is completely different than what we're trying to do for our life. And so with that said, getting back to the original point is making sure that you're scaling, which is still looking for customers, right? Have your system in place and still look for customers. And yes, it could be you too, even if you hire a salesperson. Don't ever get too good to get out there and put that work in, whether it's cleaning or whether it's looking for customers, whatever the case may be, all right? And then also, again, make sure you're tracking your stuff. All right. You want to jump in there, bro, on that?
Yeah. Just to piggyback on that sales part of it, I'm still working on that part of it myself. But you still have to stay kind of active or just familiar with the process because you have to bring people on, even if you're not at that point of bringing them on. When you do, you have to be able to say, hey, this is how you do it. This is what you're supposed to do. If you've been out of it and you have somebody doing it and you can't bring somebody else in because you're not familiar with it. Yesterday, I was on a walkthrough yesterday with my daughter went with me, in which I kind of encourage. If you can go to a walkthrough and at least have 2 people there, it helps a whole lot than being the only person there, because what you have to understand is you have to communicate and conversate with the person that's doing the walkthrough. You have to take the measurements. You have to take the notes. You have to take the pictures. All that stuff going on at the same time. It's crazy. I don't like doing it. I can do it, but I don't like doing it. There's ways to kind of work around that. It just makes it so much longer. So I just bring my daughter on board, and she kind of looks and handles certain things that I don't need to handle, because a lot of times that person is going to be talking to me, and I'll have her taking notes. I'll have her doing the videos and stuff like that. So you just got to be prepared. So you have to always be, and I say that to say, you have to make it scalable. You have to make it, to a point where you can keep building and building and building and growing. If one walkthrough, cool. But what if I had 5 or 6 walkthroughs? That would blow your mind. That would drive me up the wall. So you have to have people, systems in places that can handle those things. My daughter can do it because I've taught her how to do it. She's kind of my field operations person. My fiance is my operations manager. So she handles stuff like that when it comes to the actual cleaning and what somebody needs to get done. I can't do that. No, I tell everybody, okay, talk to her. If you need to know what needs to be done when I'm bringing my subcontractors in and kind of showing them what needs to be done, talk to her. Don't talk to me. I'm not good at it. Let her do it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to bring people in to kind of to help you grow. And once again, think about it. That's one account doing that. If you have 5, 6, 7 accounts, you can't do that by yourself. And then you're not going to grow, because you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to say the cleaning business isn't for me. I quit. I'm going back to a 9 to 5, which is nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. But what I'm saying is, you have to put the steps in place for you to be able to grow, for you to be able to increase the number of accounts, the number of subcontractors, the number of techs that you have cleaning for you. You have to put those systems in place.
Facts.
That was long-winded. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. It's great. It's great. Look, I've been needing a break. Excuse me, to stop talking so much. That go that burp that I was waiting for. My bad, y'all. But anyway, and with the point you said about the walkthroughs, I want to shout out Miss Karen. I think she's still up here. She went to Instagram on us, but and KS Cleaning Solutions. Shout out to her, because she reminded me of something that I completely forgot about for years, and is a good trick for walkthroughs, because like you say, it's a lot. Like you trying to take measurements, keep a conversation going, asking for pain points, note all this stuff down, and then guess what? You might even want to record. And so one thing that Miss McCarran reminded me of that I had forgot about for years was ask them to do it twice. Ask them when you first get there, hey, can you show me around, and then do you mind if I go back and take the measurements after we're done? I just want to kind of walk with you first. You show me what you need, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to go back and take measurements. Is that fine? Most of the time they cool with it. Other times they'd be like, and then other times they'd be like, no, take your time. I'll wait. You know what I mean? So, but that is a good strategy too. I just did a walkthrough yesterday, and my wife came with me, and it was way easier doing it with 2 people. I tell you that. So if you can take 2 people, do it. And I was mainly taking her so she can know how to do it. So that'd be something that I won't have to do in the future. You know what I mean? And she wanted to learn how to do it. I'll also tell you this, something else you just said. You said your wife does operations. I tell y'all what, for anybody lucky enough to have a woman around, they are better in operations than us, in my experience.
Way better. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Way better.
So if you can get a woman around to do that operations, definitely go for it. And if you're how can I put it? If you feel like you're strong point in sales, then you do the sales and let her do the operations. Which typically, in my opinion, in my experience, women are better at ops for sure. All right, what else we got? I see some questions did finally come through, and this one came on first on Instagram. So I'm gonna start here. Where were we? All right, bam. Rattletrap says, how much money do you need to save up to join the automation course and hit the ground running? I had the money saved up for your contractors, etc. How much do you have in the hole? All right, bam. So for the automation program, it is only, how much is it? I think it's $19.97. So, and then you can do the payment plan as well, where you put $9.97 down, and then you can do $199 a month after that. So either or is your choice how you want to do it. You go to cleanvisionuniversity.com/automation. And I'm saying,
I have a question, AJ. Do you have it? Is the automations, doesn't that have like the Afterpay, Klarna stuff on there?
It doesn't. It doesn't, only because it's recurring payments. So the membership, yep, right. Only for one time. But I was thinking like, dang, can we? Nah, I check that.
Nah, don't do it. Never mind.
Yep.
I forgot about the recurring.
Yep. All right, cool. What else we got, y'all? So if you are interested, make sure you go over there. By the way, when you get the automation program, it is a coaching program. It's not just a course. We're not going to throw you in there and leave you forever. You're going to get the automations pre-built for you. We constantly add new things. We do monthly coaching calls with y'all. We might even improve it to weekly if we'll bump it up to weekly if y'all willing to do it. But so far we ain't had no demand for it, so we keep it at monthly. Also, it's gonna come with that course. It's gonna show you how to and this is very important because we was talking about scaling your business. It's gonna show you how to set up an in-house lead generation service. For those who are new here, I have run a lead generation service for the past 6 years. That was actually how Clean Biz Network was born, was from selling leads, and that's what I did. The way that I sold leads was, just to be frank with it, I hired cold callers. You tell us where you're located at. My cold callers called every business in your area till we got your appointment for cleaning services, and then we send it over to you. I'm gonna show you how to do that specifically, exactly how I did it, step by step. I'm gonna show them how to have them added to your calendar, all of that, so it's all nice and automated. You ain't gotta get the appointment added to your calendar. Remember what you gotta. No, all of that's gonna be put straight into your calendar. You just wake up and see where you need to be. Go there, close the deal. So that's step one. Step two is like, all right, well, bam. Now that we know how to get all these leads coming in. Who the hell gonna clean them, right? Who gonna clean them? Because like Andrew said, he got 9 contracts that got to be cleaned. He can't go to all 9 of those a day. Even if he could, who wants to? You know what I mean? Who wants to? Nobody want to do that. So we also show you in module 2 how to hire quality subcontractors to make sure that the buildings are getting cleaned efficiently, correctly, and all of that type of stuff. All right. So that's what it's going to teach you. And then the final thing it's going to teach you is the automation systems. All right. How to use a CRM to your advantage. So that way you can put these systems in place and be living that life like Andrew living right now, where you just go sit in that nice backyard on a Tuesday afternoon and enjoy this beautiful sun. All right. What else we got? Let's see. I'll mention the military definitely taught me a lot. The reason why I started a business. That's what's up. Shout out to you. All right. And we got somebody in Michigan, Green Holistic Cleaning, says they need a mentor. Join us. cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. We got you. All right. Shout out to Cutboy checking in from Pittsburgh. What else we got? I have 2 good names for my cleaning business. I'm having trouble deciding which one to go with. Are you able to help me choose when I book a consultation with you? Go for it. Absolutely. I can tell you now, or you can get it on the consultation, however you want to do it. All right. And for anybody who is wondering, the consultations for me is always in the description of my usual videos. Probably not in this one, but typically they're there. But it's calendly.com/AJ Simmons. And then by the way, how can somebody book a consultation with you though, bro? Oh, before I go into that, y'all do know y'all get free consultations included when you become a member of the Cleaning Biz Automation Program. I don't know if y'all know that. For me, I'm not sure about Andrew, but for me, you do get ongoing free consultations included with that. So long as you're an automation member, I do free consultations for you. But anyway, how would somebody go about getting a consultation with you also, Andrew?
All you have to do is go to my website and you look under products. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll put the link in, but I have multiple kind of calendars that you can choose from. So I do the CRM sessions where people that aren't familiar or need to know how to set up their CRM or do anything in your CRM. Yeah. I have a calendar where a link you can go to do that. If you want to just do a mentor session, 30, 45 minutes, hour, whatever, you can go there and you can select whatever it is. So what I'll do is I'll keep the chat open and I'll put it in the chat. I'll put a link to it or just go to my website. If you go to my website, you can find all of that stuff. Just look under opportunities and you can find it all.
Thank, appreciate that. And I just realized why you was pointing at me. You was about to get on me because I'm still.
Yes, I was.
I'm still using Calendly. I have no business still using Calendly, y'all. The Clean Biz Network CRM definitely has the same exact thing, but I'm just too lazy to take the damn 10 minutes out and switch over. But yeah, so there's that. And that's what I mean too when I say go ahead and get your SOP set up as fast as possible, because when you got to go back and change stuff, I'm telling you, don't want to go back and rebuild stuff and do all of that and write stuff. But anyway, Travis says, is it possible to start out doing commercial cleaning by yourself in the evenings after getting off work from your primary job? Absolutely. That's how I started. That's exactly how I started. I was still at the shipyard, Norfolk Naval Shipyard. Shout out to everybody there. And I would go to work first thing. Matter of fact, I was just talking about this on my live this morning, but I would wake up before the crack of dawn, go to work, come out all day after that, and I would go clean my buildings. Monday through Friday. Sometimes my wife would come with me, sometimes she wouldn't, and we just get it done. Sometimes we ain't have a babysitter, we had to bring the kids with us, and we sit them right there, because they was babies then, and sit them right there in the damn car seat, somewhere safe in the building, The other one, we tell them sit there with your brother. Maya sit there with your brother. She's sitting there looking at the phone, and she's sitting there by her brother, and we walk around the building getting it done. You know what I mean? You definitely can get it done. And now if you by yourself, I'll tell you this. Random tip. I don't know why this tip came in my head, but especially with daylight saving time, try to get there as early as you can. So if you get off at 5, just try to bring some changing clothes, whatever you got to do, go straight there, because you kind of want to beat the dark, and then start with the trash, especially for my women out there. Start with the trash, get the trash all throughout the building, and take it to the dumpster before it get too dark. Just safety shit that randomly popped in my head. But anyway, but yes, the answer is yes. I overtalked that for no reason. All right. And that's why this industry is one of the best to start too, because you can literally do it side by side with your job. The Batman says any cleaners in Reno, Nevada. No, is that Nevada or Tahoe, California in the chat. Hey, we just had a success story just off of that. Somebody posted in the group and they were saying how literally just by we saying something like this, they done linked up with somebody, closed the deal on something. So bam, hopefully somebody out there in Nevada, Reno, Nevada, or Tahoe, California, and y'all can link up. Reach out to the Batman on here.
Bat Mom. I think that says Bat Mom.
Oh, it does say the Bat Mom. Thank you. Good catch. Good catch. That's better too. It's more that's a little more creative. All right, but what else we got going on? I'm using House Call Pro. Is your service the same? I don't know what House Call Pro do, if I'm honest with you. I know
what House Call Pro is, but I don't know what she's asking.
Okay. So basically, I guess is our CRM the same as theirs? Maybe. I don't know what they do. What it is? I don't know. I heard of them, but I don't know about them. And then the fact that it says house, I immediately kind of dismissed it because I'm more commercial. So honestly, if you could tell me what it is and what you get from it, I can probably answer that better. All right. I Dream of Cleaning says, what's good, everybody? What's good with you? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. What else we got? Travis Johnson says, thank you at the Bat Mom. I think that's the way. They talking to each other. Let me go to Instagram real quick because I be leaving them behind. I Dream of Cleaning left Instagram and came over here to YouTube. Right, smart man. All right, what else we got? Shout out Davon. Oh, that's Davon. I didn't know that. So you own Instagram. So by the way, make sure y'all go check out the interview I just did with him. All right, Devon Kenny. No, Devon Kenny. I always say Davon because that V is capital and it makes me think it's that, but it's not. So Devon Kenny. Make sure y'all go check out that interview. All right, back to YouTube. What else we got? I'm annoyed with having 3 different calendars because there's no integration for House Call, Turno, and Google. Bam. So you need a calendar service. Absolutely CRM, Clean Business Network CRM, because what it'll do is we can create you multiple different calendars for the different things you want to offer, whether it's a calendar for booking services or whether it's a calendar just for your walkthroughs, whether it's a calendar just for your cleaning, however you want to do it. And then what we like to do is we sync them all into Google. So when I open my calendar, all of my business stuff and all my personal stuff is all in that one Google Calendar. And I can look at it on Google Calendar or I can look at it in the Clean Business Network member app. I'm used to looking at Google Calendar, so that's where it all is. But everything from the Clean Business Network member app is all automatically synced to my Google Calendar. So it definitely can help you with that. If you wanted to check, cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. There you go. But yes, it can. All right. My problem I can't count I can't count wads of cash all day. But when it comes to figuring out my numbers, how much I make, what I need to make, etc., my brain falls asleep and I won't compute. I will say this. If you can stop and avoid cash, I would, unless you're just trying to evade taxes. It's not evade, but avoid, because tax avoidance is not illegal. Tax evasion is. All right. But anyway, so if that's for tax purposes, I'm going to bite my tongue on that. But what I will say is this: it's easier to track your money when it's not dealing with cash. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so I have a couple of spreadsheets that you can use. Andrew also has a couple as well that can kind of help you with managing your cash flow. So once you become a member, we can definitely help you out with that better. But I will say, I'll leave it at that. I ain't gonna over talk. I always just be wanting to help so much. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I gotta relax. All right. Yes, it is Travis Johnson. I do it now. All right, but shout out Travis Johnson. Wait a minute. Travis Johnson. Is that old school? He been in, if that's who I think it is, he been in CBN for a long time. Shout out to you. All right, what else we got? How to start your cleaning business. Is that what we're gonna do? All right, bam. Well, let's do that. Right. Very easy. I don't even know which answer I want to give you. The best answer, honestly, is simply go when you get off of this video when it ends, go on YouTube, type in AJ Simmons, how to start a cleaning business. I have a step-by-step from beginning to end. Just follow that. That's really the best answer. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. And then also in that video, I'll tell you about my cleaning business starter kit that you can order. And that'll be everything all in the package. You can get it. Good to go. All right. I'm Bet Mom says, I'm saying that managing anything with numbers for my business, my head won't compute. All right. All right. You want coaching? I'm gonna give you some coaching then. Let me set up. So I will start here. Stop telling yourself that. We are the stories that we tell ourselves. So start there. Stop telling yourself that. That's number one. Number two, you say anything with managing numbers for my. So it's just basic math. It's basic math. And so let's just say, for example, you dealing with cash. So let's just say, for example, damn, I went all the way back home and got my charger and didn't even plug it in. My phone about to die. But anyway, let's just say, for example, you brought in $500 today. Mental math. Just do a mental note. First off, what do you need to put aside in order to just for responsibilities? Do you have to put a certain amount aside for taxes? Do you got to pay anybody? Do you got to anything that's business related or just overhead in general? What is that? How much on average is that? And if you don't know, then I'm gonna need for you to do practice on basic math. So little notes that I got in my head just automatic over time is one, basic stuff like 10%. So let's just say if you ever want to figure out 10% of something, just take a zero away. All right, take a digit away. So 500, 10% of 500 is $50. All right, so if you know you got to put 10% aside just in savings, take your $50 out and put that aside. And then if you don't know how to see, you said numbers, my brain turned off. I'm trying my best. All right. Get a calculator and play with it, because that's what I did too. Like, damn, all right. This ain't gonna work in one session. I see this now. But you have to know this. I'm sorry, but you got to take some time. I don't care if you got to sign up for a course on managing numbers. Matter of fact, I got you right here. This is what you should do. Obviously, join Clean Biz Network. Like I told you, we got some spreadsheets that you can easily plug a lot of these numbers into. But I'm going to give you something else, too. It's a free resource. It's called score.org. They also have great stuff for you. Go meet with a score.org representative. This is federally funded government stuff. It's free mentors all over the country. All right. Find a chapter in your area. Go to score.org and then meet with somebody, and they'll guide you one-on-one on how to create budgets and all that for your stuff. There you go. All right. What else we got? Somebody talk about, well, create your business name first, right? Register your name, right? For the person asking how to start a cleaning business, right? All right. I got that. All right. Steph Vinci says, I know, right? I don't trust Angie Leeds. What's a good cold calling lead company? I'm in Georgia. Try to check out. All right. I'll give you one and then I'll give you something else. So lsleadgeneration.com. Check out lsleadgeneration.com. So that is a company that is owned by Belle. When Belle was my operations manager for my lead company. So I told her how to start her own now. So she does set her own lead. So you can check that out. But if you really want to get leads for pennies on the dollar, I highly recommend you just get the Clean Biz University. The Clean Biz Automation Program. In Module 1, I'm going to show you how to just do it yourself. So you ain't got to pay Angie Leads. You ain't got to pay no lead generation service, period. Just hire the cold callers yourself for pennies on the dollar. They won't be here in the U.S. If you understand what I'm saying. It's going to be very affordable. And whatever you pay to Angie or any other lead generation service, it'll be a fraction of the cost. All right. So just join us in Module 1. I promise you, you would not be disappointed. All right. What else we got? He said, I got my business name right. Yeah. Follow that video. Once you get your business name registered, once you get your logo, you don't even got to have. Do you have to have all that? No, but I like to teach y'all how to do it the right way, like the professional way. But once you got all of that, you really just get out here and you go look for customers, whether you cold call yourself, whether you hire some cold callers, whether you go door to door, but just find customers. That's pretty much the next step. All right. All right, I'm skipping that. No problem. All right. And also, how do you find contracts right? You go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation and you hire some cold callers the way that I show you how to do it in module 1, and you have them set appointments for you. Then you go to those appointments and you close the deals. That's one answer. The other answer is what I just said. You literally can go door to door with flyers. You can pick up the phone and call them yourself. What else? All type of stuff. You can buy leads. Yeah. What else we got? Instagram. And bro, feel free to jump in at any moment because suddenly I just got tired of talking.
They try to pull you back into that lead generation. I see that.
Now, you see it, right? And I'm trying to do my best. Because you remember I talked to you recently and I was like, I'm thinking about. And I'm like,
you in. I see it in your eyes. I see it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. Just get the course, y'all, and do it yourself. It'll be a lot cheaper for you, I promise.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for the response. No problem at all. All right, y'all. We're approaching the hour. If y'all stop the questions, we can stop the live. That's pretty much how that's gonna go. So, Andrew, just off top of your head, you got something for us?
Off the top of my head, this is what I'll say. When your mindset is the most important part of this journey, right? You have to understand that being on this side and being an entrepreneur, you have to look at things a lot differently. Yeah. When it comes to buying courses, buying leads, bringing in, a manager, a quality insurance person, an inspector. Before you became an entrepreneur, that was a bill. That was that was something that your money was going out of your pocket. And that's the mindset that you had. But now that you're an entrepreneur, you have to look at all this as investing back into your business growth.
Right.
Right. That's the only way to look at it. When you look at like the automations course, like for instance, at the point I was bringing in revenue, but I didn't have the money to kind of put out just for the automations course because I wasn't making a whole lot. But I realized how much more money it would make me if I got it, or make my business had I gotten it. Right. So I made an investment. I reinvested back into my business by getting the automations course. The same thing with the starter course. When I got the starter course, I'd been in business a few months or whatever. And I didn't know what I was doing, right? I didn't have the money for the starter course, but I said, okay, well, let me put it on payments. Every time I get paid for my business, I'll pay for that course. And now look at me. I'm doing a whole lot better than I was back then because I reinvested back into my business. I didn't take the profits or whatever that I got from the business and put it in my pocket or spent it. I put it right back into the business. So you have to change your mindset when you're spending money on whether it be equipment, staff and stuff like that, you're reinvesting into your business. So that mindset definitely has to change.
1,000%. I couldn't say it better. I saw, who was this? I think that's Jared Howard. If that's you, I'm pretty sure because you said we would email him. So I just read your reply to me. Let me holler at Andrew after this live, and then I'll let you know what my response is on that. Let's see what else we got. Paul says, one last question. Can you run a business and have a full-time job? Absolutely. I was just talking about that. I'm not sure if you missed it, but I was just talking about how the cleaning business in particular is perfect to partner with your job because most of the real work is done after hours. All of the cleaning is done after hours. So if you got to do the cleaning to start off, you can do it because you work typically during the day, right? Or even if, let's just say you work evening shift. There's no time limit. You can go in the building at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, 7 a.m. Basically, as long as you get it done before they come in when their company opens, you good. Now, you don't want to cut it too close, though. You definitely don't want them to see you walking out. It's kind of tacky. Some people get nervous for safety reasons and all of that. So make sure you clear it at least by like an hour or 30 minutes or so before they come in. But for the most part, it's one of the perfect businesses that you can run in conjunction with having a job. All right. 1000%. Shout out to the Bat Mom. She says we are our own stumbling block if we allow it. There you go. And that's why I was telling you. Stop telling yourself about that math. You good at math. From here on out, your new affirmation is I am great with math. I am great with numbers. That's your affirmation every morning. All right. What else we got? Yes, you can do it right now, bam. Appreciate the help. What else we got? All right. Can y'all imagine how y'all life would be if you didn't take action in making, oh my God, miserable? Wow. Because I hated work. I hate jobs. I don't like being told what to do, and I love my freedom. And then, yeah, I don't know. If I did not take action, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would just be a entrepreneur. I'd probably be in different MLMs with my job still. I probably would have still bought, real estate on the side and stuff like that. But for the most part, I just have a bunch of janky ventures that don't last. You know what I mean? Because I was too scared to take the real jump and go all in on a real business. And I would have probably just kept doing little side fake hustles instead of going all in on something. But it would have been miserable overall because I would have known that I was underachieving and not living up to my potential. What you think?
Right. I definitely wouldn't be as happy as I am right now because I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'll probably be a lot more jacked because I'd be in the gym all the time.
Oh, you did.
I'd be doing that, which I'm working on. I got a gym at the house now, so I'm actually doing that. And I'm doing CrossFit, so I'm getting back into the fitness part of it. And I don't know. I would be probably driving my fiance crazy because just sitting around the house and nothing to do. Nah,
right.
I can't do it. So,
right.
My situation is a little different because I'm a retired military person. So I was okay. I was actually okay. I'm a lot more okay now.
Yeah.
A whole lot more okay. But I was okay. I'd have been fine. But like I said, my journey is not the same as everybody else's. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be somewhere. I don't know. Not drinking. No, I'll probably be drinking and smoking cigars. Right. I don't know. I'm not the right one for that question.
I'll tell you, man. Damn, I done forgot what the hell I was gonna say. It was something about your retirement though, but I done forgot that fast. And I haven't had a drink all week. I used to try to blame everything on drink just because I don't know. I think it's because my wife don't drink, and so she blame everything on that. So it makes me do it too. But anyway, but I haven't had a drink all day, and I'm forgetting, so I can't blame that this time. But anyway, I had something to say about your retirement, and I forgot now. But anyway,
it's all good.
All right, and you got to pay taxes. That's up there. Hey, don't play with them. You play with everybody else, but don't play with them.
Yeah, for real.
Don't play with them. I love that. All right, what else we got? Seize up. Yes, I would be fired for taking lazy people's jobs. Facts. I never got fired. That's another thing about me. I had a million jobs. All right, I'm exaggerating clearly, but let's see. If I had to guess, I probably had 30 different jobs. When I say I was job hopping, I never kept a job because I always quit. I'm just not good at it. I just like when I work, I'm good at the job. I can do pretty much anything. You show me how to do it, I learn fast. But it's just showing up. I never wanted to go to work. I didn't want to get up. A lot of people mistaking me for being lazy early on. And the path that it looked like I was on did not look like what I became today. But all it was I just had to figure out. After a while, after trying so many different things, I realized that, you know what? There is no dream job for me. I have to create it. Like whatever I do, I'm going to have to create it because I'm a particular way. I'm a particular way. That's all I'm going to say. But, all right, what else we got? I'm struggling right now, going back and forth with my business, but I feel business is going to make me jump out there. No, that's it. That's it. And you got to, if you don't go all in, like Andrew said earlier, it's basically like whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. You know what I mean? I forgot how you worded it earlier.
No deposits, no withdrawals.
There you go.
No deposits, no withdrawals. Yep.
There you go. All right, what else we got? J King, shout out to you. I'm pretty sure he been in CBN since before it was called CBN, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, we get back active in the group. We miss you in there. He says about how much would you say I need to invest per month to keep afloat? That includes buying leads, VAs, appointments, etc. It just depends. It depends on where you are. I used to I would go to some of the people that bigger than me in the industry that I look up to, like Jason Lee, for example, and I would ask him questions like that. and he wouldn't really give me a necessarily like a straight, percentage wise. And then now I can kind of see why he would say it that way. Is because it just depends on, first off, it depends on what your budget is currently, right? You might be overextended where you don't even have an advertising budget and you might need to cut some other things first. So it just depends. And then also it depends on at what rate can you afford to scale. It also depends on what is your conversion rate. So for example, let me give you an example. Let's just say you go through module 1 of the automation program. You hire a cold caller. That cold caller is, let's just say I can't go too much in detail because I'm going to get a programmer away.
Yep.
But it's going to cost you X amount, right? And so for X amount that you're investing on the caller, they can bring you about X amount walkthroughs. And so you have to ask yourself, well, how many more walkthroughs can I handle? How many more customers can I handle? Do I even have the subcontractors to manage and clean all of these new contracts if I invest X amount into the new, advertising method or you know what I mean? So I think we would have to talk further, you know what I mean, for me to answer that for you better. And if you is CBN, if you who I think you is, hit me up. You know what I mean? Ask that question in the group. I'll answer it for you better inside the group, or schedule a one-on-one with me, and then I can do it that way too. All right, what else we got? Sky's the limit when you're an entrepreneur. You don't feel stuck. That's a fact. At any given moment. Yep. If you and CBN, y'all see, Andrew just posted the other day, as many others did. Bam, a new contract, just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? Sky literally is the limit. If you want more business, just go get more business. This ain't no job. You ain't got to wait around for no raise. We ain't waiting around trying to kiss nobody's ass. None of that. You just go get it. All right. You must have ADHD like me. We are passionate to do what makes us excited. That's a fact. All right. I haven't joined yet, but I just got a call for a walkthrough. Someone had referred me. Shout out to you. Congrats on that. Hopefully,
congratulations.
All right. Seize up. What are the struggles of being successful business owner that you didn't think would be an issue? I like his questions. He said, what are the struggles of being successful business owner that you didn't think would be an issue? Let me think about it. If you get it before I do, feel free.
What are the struggles of being a successful business owner? That people know that you're a successful business owner.
That's tough.
And I say that because when they see that you're successful, they only see you have these accounts and you're bringing in all this money, but what they don't see is the expenses that go out with bringing in all that money, right?
There you go.
So they think that you have money to just throw out there when you really don't, because the mindset of a business owner is you have that revenue, but you still have expenses that you're responsible for. So it's not always as glamorous as it may look.
Right.
And when you have people that don't really know that, all they see is what they think they see.
Yeah.
You have a lot of responsibilities that people try to throw on you that, because they think you have it.
Facts. No, that got to be the biggest one across the board for everybody, ain't it? Right? You killed that one. You know what it has been for me? And he said that you didn't think would be an issue. I definitely didn't think this would be an issue because I was always a numbers person and I had fun doing the budget. But the biggest issue has been for me as I got to a certain point is counting my damn money.
Yes, Lord.
It's like, and I remember before I got into this, people, because you see the stories of celebrities and stuff going broke and all that, and they hire these accountants. Like Dane Dash was just talking about how he hired an accountant, and the accountant won't pay his taxes for him. And watching it as a person who ain't at a whatever level he might have been at, you thinking, okay, it's still your fault. You should have been checking behind them. But at the same time, it's like when you pay these people to do their job, you don't pay them to go watch them do their job. You know what I mean? So that's been a super struggle with me. And it's like, it's been a huge struggle for me. You know what I mean? And I heard before I got into this, somebody said that if you ever get to the point where you can't even count your own money, that means that you don't deserve it or you make too much or something like that. I forgot how they worded it, and I used to think that, but it's like now that I'm here and now that I need a fucking bookkeeper in order to count it for me, to help me with it. Now that I need a CFO to meet with me regularly so we can go over it together. It is not what I expected to happen. That's what I want to say. And again, I've always been good at numbers. I have fun budgeting, but damn, I did not expect that. So make sure whatever you can do to stay on top of your money, stay on top of it. Do not get too comfortable, and don't let those automation systems have you just chilling so hard that you don't take the time to routinely count your own damn money.
Yes, facts.
Which course do you suggest for a beginner? Just so I would say this, it depends on what your goals are. So if your goal is to automate from out the gate, it's fine for you to go ahead and get the automation program. And the reason why I say that is because it's going to come with the starter course anyway. So get the automation program to help you see how you're going to scale and have that vision. But then also make sure you go back and go through that starter course, because the starter course is going to teach you everything from A to Z. Now, if you can't afford the automation course, which most people can afford whatever they want to afford, you just got to make up your mind and want to afford it. But there are some times where you really just ain't got it, ain't nothing you can do in this moment. And if that's the case, then just join Clean Biz Network. Go to cleanbiznetwork.com. Join. It's only $99, and you get every damn thing in the world included with that $99. And then within that, one of the things that's included is the Clean Biz Starter course. So that's my answer to that. And they say good question, so thank you for that. All right, Jay says, yes, I've been in the community since everybody. There we go. I thought this was my guy. Okay, so I'm back after losing family. Thanks for answering my question. Absolutely, and condolences to you and the family. Condolences. All right. They see what can happen to this person for me instead of how can we come together and help each other. Oh, she's answering the question about like something that you didn't see with the struggle, right?
Yeah.
All right, what else? Paul says, can you run a business being a CEO and not being an employee? Can you run a business being a CEO and not being an employee? I got a couple answers for this. I know what you're asking. You're basically saying, well, first off, let's establish this. A CEO is an employee. Let's establish that. That's a job position. So is an executive, is an officer, but typically the CEO is active in the company and they're on payroll typically. So be clear about that. And that's a funny thing I've heard too over time with business. You work so hard to not have a job just to create a damn job for yourself within your you know what I mean? So that's another twist to it too. But anyway, I think what you're trying to ask me is it possible to run this business without having to work in the business and you want to work on your business? And yes, and that's what we talk about in the Clean Biz Automation program. Because the main two things really is, client attraction, operations, how to get customers and who gonna clean them. And so if you can put systems in place to make sure that you don't have to do those things for the most part, especially not the cleaning part, that's the thing that nobody want to really do, right? Then you got to automate it for the most part. So absolutely, you can do that. Now, I'm always leery of the people who want to do that so seriously immediately. Yeah, we almost done. But I'm always leery about the people who always want to jump out there and not work immediately in the beginning. But because don't be scared of the work, but absolutely always go in there with the long-term vision of I'm trying to work on my business and not in my business. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, we got one more before we wrap it up. Chasing Exotic says, how do you get over the fear of going out to get more clients when you don't have all the sources and don't have everything set up at the beginning in your business? You join Clean Biz Network so you can have everything. Simple as that. Because there you're going to have the website. You're going to have the logo shirts. You're going to have the business number. You're going to have the scripts on what to say. You're going to have the bidding calculator so you're going to know your prices is right. You're going to have the proposal generators and everything. Everything. You're going to have everything. You're going to have the network of people that whenever you feel like you got to second guess yourself, they're going to be there to back you up and let you know what it is. Like Andrew, you know how many times you asked me, you said it to me. That's how I know. And I can kind of tell when I answered you, you was already like, yeah, that's right. How many times you asked me a question that you really already knew the answer to?
Right. Always know the answer.
You know what I mean? And so getting Clean Biz Network, that's my answer, Chasing Exotic. Getting CBN is only $99 damn. Now, if you want to automate your business and all that, you go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation and join that. And it's going to come with CBN membership anyway. But that is the answer. All right. I said that was going to be the last one. I see a couple of quick ones. You got to get your hand dirty. That's a fact. Where you located? I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Andrew is in South Carolina. Where you at?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Right. And where else we got? You can't know that. Okay, bam. We got that on there. And I think we're going to wrap it up here on my Instagram real quick. All gas, no brakes 2025. I'm about to shake down. Shout out to Ryder Trap Barbecue. Appreciate you checking in.
Right.
All right, y'all. I'm going to stop it right here.
Yeah.
With that said, make it look like that. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and I am the Clean Business GOAT. And if you want to know how to grow, start, or scale, I said it out of order, but I used to say start, grow, or scale your cleaning company. Make sure you check us out at cleanbusinessnetwork.com. You can either get in the automation program or just join Clean Business Network regularly. Obviously, the automation program is going to come with more, and you get both of us. All right, as your coaches. So make sure y'all go there, check us out, join us. We look forward to having you. And that's what it is, y'all. Talk to y'all next Tuesday at 2 p.m. And I'm out, bro. You want to go ahead and say your last word?
All right, guys. I'm Sherman Andrew Lewis. That's what the S is for. I'm the owner of Squeaky Clean LLC. I'm your guy if you need help with automating your business. And I've learned how to do it through going through AJ's CRM. I just know how to use it. And I like to share the information that I have to help you automate your business. So reach out, get into CBN, get the starter course, definitely get the automations course, and we'll catch you next week at 2:00.
Headed to the top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes.